Yo, what is good, my anime crave? What is good? Don't take this for what it looks like. Our character would never put his hands on a woman in the classroom of elite, but in Tekken, hey, fair game. Nah, but this week's episode really did speak to a lot of people's worries about the main character and just what the heck he is willing to do. But for me, it's not surprising. He actually tells us that, this is really who he is when it comes down to the final episode of season one. That anybody that gets in his way, anybody that needs to be taken care of in a certain way, he will be the one to do that. And if it just so happens to, inconvene and hurt some people, it is what it is to him, right? So, unfortunately, that is how our main character gets down. But on the flip side, I don't think this is ultimately the end of his suspicion rising even higher than it already is for people, right? I think he has quite the bit of a past. And, and because he has this past, it's leading us more or less to always doubt what the heck his intentions is. Like, he not only helped these girls do what they got to do to the blonde girl, but at the end of the day, knowing she's the VIP, all of this was very much targeted for him to be in a position where he's not doing the whole boyfriend thing, but what he is doing is making it so there's no misunderstandings towards her thinking she can do one thing like she was doing with someone else, when in ultimate or actuality, he has her much more contained than vice versa. When the whole boyfriend situation was going on with her, she had that situation under control. But you flip the roles, now she has no control, and she also is exposed to being the VIP. He could have easily already ousted her, got a whole bunch of points, and moved on. Now that we know his approach of attack was the Class A, it still ultimately fails uh, in the main scheme of the points. I think him and his group probably made a whole bunch of points, but because A is continuously failing, it really makes me want to see what's going to happen to Class A, right? This is the second time I think Class A has ended up in the worst place ever. Granted, there is a Class A member that is missing, which is the girl who also knew about our main character in D, who seemingly has the most potential to continue to do the things that he's doing, which is putting Class D on the map in the best position possible. So this is getting absolutely hype, and I love storytelling like this because at the end of the day, I honestly can't tell you what's going to happen in this show, or I can tell you what I could believe would happen, and I think it would be completely off at this point, right? Not to mention, it's sticking to the classroom theme, and they're focusing still on the kids. Just goes to show you how much other stuff could happen, which I'm actually the most excited for. What if we take a step outside of the kids and we actually look at the people controlling all of these tests, controlling, the cameras and operating and, you know, taking the points. Like, why take these points from these kids when it might not benefit you anywhere else but inside of the school? Like, what out there can they use the points for that they're receiving from these kids to give it to other ones to, you know, buy supplies? I'm so curious to see what is going on outside of the students that at the end of the day, hopefully that's like a season 3 or season 4 type of thing, and we're just rocking with these kids for quite some time because to get to Class A seemingly is the goal. But at the end of it all, what do they even achieve for getting that? So, with all that being said, everybody, I hope you have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I will definitely be talking to y'all sooner than later. If there's anything I didn't go over, please do feel free to drop it in the comment, and I'll definitely talk to you about these shows. So take care, everybody, and have an awesome one.